This guy's punch is so strong that he knocked out all of his opponents until he met his biggest rival, Mike Tyson. The punch that terrified everyone.
I mean, I'm terrified for every punch that comes towards me.
46 million views in 3 years. The king of Jamaica.
Isn't that Usain Bolt?
Ruddock was born in St. Catherine, Jamaica during the early 1960s. Jamaica was a tough country to grow up in this era, with the gangs and drug dealers more or less running the country.
So he was brought up in a pretty tough environment.
Testosterone probably very high.
Joined a local boxing gym and took to the ring like a duck to water.
He's so big.
He's already so big. The infamous smash.
Smash.
Smash the league button.
Smash punch.
Hit him on the right.
Oh, yo, whoa. That was a jab?
He was done after the jab. He was done.
This is just execution. That last one. Normally a jab is just touching.
Yeah.
And he just knocks people out with a jab.
Most fighters could only dream of scoring such a brutal knockout. Yet from 1986 to 1991, this was just another day in the office for Razor Ruddock.
Why didn't I know this guy's name?
Oh, I know the story.
Okay.
My dad even told me about this when I was younger. Like, he was a legend. That was a whole thing.
His
It's
normal
like a shotgun.
Yeah. His jabs, his normal punches are just fatal.
Yes.
That's insane.
There's no doubt in my mind that Ruddock is really a good hard puncher. He's a very hard puncher.
I think he's a hard puncher.
Yes. Boom! Into the nether realm.
During a 5-year period, Donovan scored 16 consecutive knockouts.
Consecutive?
Consecutive? What?
Wow.
Imagine having to fight this guy. He has knocked down 16 opponents consecutive, and then you have to fight him.
You can pee your pants.
Each and every one being set up by the smash.
The smash.
That's his punch.
The punch today is closely resembled by the shovel hook, a sort of uppercut slash hook.
He just has his own punch.
Yes, and it's very effective because he can punch very, very hard that way.
And very fast.
And very fast. Normally, when you defend yourself in boxing, you have your hands up here. Where's room? Right here. And also, it comes from the bottom, so you don't see it.
Donovan was different for the fact he could throw the shot from any angle, with his elbows at any distance.
It's coming from the hip almost.
Yeah.
Coming from the hip and then boom.
Yeah, but then it just cuts through the opponent. Like, it's crazy. It looks really weird.
Despite beating 3 former world champions, Ruddock was struggling to get a title shot. Evander Holyfield looked the most likely to entertain the idea, but changed his mind at the last minute and elected the more lucrative option in George Foreman.
He's the smart guy. He just didn't step in the ring because he's like, I'm gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, exactly.
In order to become a world champion, you need to fight the current world champion and win. But he was struggling to get a fight.
Yeah.
There was another man lingering around the division. He wasn't a world champion anymore, but still considered the very best in his category.
If you are world champion, never fight again.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Gotta fight, and destruct the
Of
world.
course,
'Cause I'm the best
of
fighter
course,
in the world.
of course, Mike Tyson.
Who else than Mike Tyson?
A showdown with Tyson.
Both of those guys are insane beasts.
Big, muscular.
That particular guy, really, don't care how good he is, don't care if I died or something, and he became the best. And he could beat anybody, and he obliviates, he could never beat me.
The only thing I got was, he ain't gonna beat me.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. I think that's his message.
He's not gonna beat me.
Yeah.
He's not gonna beat him. Or is he?
If he doesn't die, it doesn't count.
Harsh words.
If he doesn't die, it doesn't count. Well, that's quite a bold statement.
That's also not true.
Yeah, like if the guy is knocked out, you don't have to kill him afterwards.
No.
That's pretty extreme.
Harsh words, but a true reflection of Tyson's mindset at the time. Being a student of the sport, Tyson knew precisely the danger the Jamaican posed. Yet nothing but a vicious knockout would add to his already illustrious profile. Both men weighed in terrific shape. The world was ready for a toe-to-toe battle.
Both of these guys are extreme beasts. Like, look at this. Look at the stats. So this is Mike Tyson. 50 wins, 44 KOs, only 6 losses. He's a mill, exactly.
76% KO rate.
So Mike Tyson fights in the heavyweight division, and he's only 178 centimeters with a reach of 180.
And if we compare it to Donovan Ruddock, Donovan Ruddock is 191 centimeters.
But look at the reach.
208 centimeters.
So that's the length of your arms compared to your height.
That's a huge advantage. But also Donovan Ruddock has 40 wins with 30 KOs, also 6 losses. His KO rate is still very high, but lower. Who's gonna win? Because it is still Mike Tyson.
Yes.
Here we go.
Round 1 scheduled for 12.
They start right away.
The difference in size immediately apparent.
Yeah, exactly. You clearly can see the size difference.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That is a crazy angle. Mike Tyson is closer to the camera, so he should be bigger.
But he isn't. He's still looking up to a big guy. Oh, they just continue after the bell. They really want to knock out each other.
Tyson came out like a man trying to make a statement. He bashed around Ruddock and scored an early knockdown, although the referee, Richard Steele, should have seen that it was nothing more than a slip and trip.
Yeah, it was.
Oh! Looks like Mike Tyson is winning.
Ruddock is still really fighting back. Oh! He's literally doing this like Iron Mike.
He did it to himself.
Can't hurt me.
The smash was landing, Tyson's knees were buckling, and Donovan was racking up the points. Round 6 was dominant for Ruddock, with a few thudding shots on the bell ending with a shove and a disrespectful stare at the former champ.
This is crazy. What a story.
In retrospect, perhaps making him angry was the wrong decision, as the next round would be the last. And it wasn't the Jamaican with his gloves.
This is insane.
Huh?
Why is it over?
Yeah, he's there. He's not knocked out.
Why was it stopped?
The reason why they stopped the fight is because too many punches were landing without him defending, and he looked like he was out, and then they stopped the fight. But it's always really, really hard for refs to make split-second decisions.
I mean, if the ref wouldn't have stopped anything, Mike Tyson would have probably just ran to him and just finished it. But
exactly. But this is boxing, though. You never know.
it's heavyweight, so
one punch can change everything.
You should have been allowed to finish him if you could.
I believe so also, but I can't make judgment for Richard Steele. He's an experienced referee, as you know, probably the most experienced in the world. And who am I to make judgments of him? I can't judge him because I'm not his peer.
And there was only one way to settle the score.
I feel a rematch coming.
rematch coming.
Repeat or revenge?
Ruddock was his most robust victory, which makes the rematch just 3 months later.
Just
3 months?
3 months?
Wow, normally it takes like 2 years.
Yeah, to recover from fights, but those guys are just...
To sum up the rematch in 3 words, all-out war.
Oh,
Gee.
there's some real intent behind those punches. Oh!
As Donovan laid on the canvas smiling, which he seemed to do far too often, he kept the fact his jaw was broken to himself.
Oh no! His jaw was broken?
Was it a bit? His bit?
If the mouthpiece falls out, then they most of the times they stop.
Yeah.
Like they let the flow of the fight continue, but then when they break apart, the ref says stop and then put it back in.
Ruddock fought a further 9 rounds with a busted jaw. Tyson landed heavy shots at every moment, but was met with a smash before he could deliver them.
Oh!
Mike Tyson is really good at defending.
Ruddock had his moments, but Tyson is an ATG for a reason. The Brooklyn-born slugger proved his doubters wrong and earned the hardest points decision of his career.
You must have the record of getting up smiling from knockdown.
Who better than crying?
He looks bad.
Yes.
The smash looks pretty smashed. He broke his jaw.
And then just continues.
Tarnishing the legacy.
After the Tyson clash, Ruddock bounced back with back-to-back victories over Greg Page and Phil Jackson. Lennox Lewis was the next man to offer Ruddock a title shot, but completely wiped the floor with him, ending any future high-profile bouts in the 2nd round. That isn't how he should be remembered, though. Ruddock was a freak athlete, the first generation of modern-day big men. His punching power was on the elite spectrum. If he had faced any other champion from 86 to 92, he would have held a championship belt, I have no doubt.
That's the crazy story of how harsh sports is. If you don't win in the right moment, the right time, maybe this is the reason why I don't know him.
It's so dependent on the division as well, like what types of people are fighting in your time.
Kinda harsh, but this guy is a beast.
But to fight Mike Tyson twice, you have to be crazy.
Just like this guy who broke the world record for longest plank. You won't believe the time. Make sure to smash like, subscribe, and hit that bell, and check out this video.